Welcome back to Watches, Whiskeys, and Wines, my friends. Today we're going to visit another Glenmorangie. This time we're going with a 14-year expression. It's called the Quinta Ruban. And what's interesting about this is they finish it in Portuguese Port Casks, so that's really cool. This is part of a series where we're going to discuss a bunch of different Glenmorangies. We're going to start from a 10-year, 12-year, 14-year, all the way up to the Nectar d'Or, Sartens, and then to the Glenmorangie Signet. We're going to see the side-by-side comparisons, what we think about it. I'm going to show you a couple cool things in the process. This one right here is a 14 years, so that's a little bit above the 10, 12 year where I start to drink it straight. With 10, 12 years, sometimes I'll make a cocktail. I'll make something nice with it. I'll make a mixed drink because why not? It's a lower tier, so the cost isn't as high. So if you want to make a cocktail, it's kind of normal, but you don't have to. You could drink it straight. You could sip it if you want to, but for me, I prefer to do my 14, 18, 21 year, straight. So we're going to take a look at this today. We're going to do, I guess, a little bit of the history like I always do, but we're not going to really delve deep into that because I did a whole part on the history when I looked at the Glenmorangie Signet. And so if you want to follow that video or you want to see that video, just go to my channel or search for it or look for a link in the description and you'll find that. I think that today we're going to see some cool things here with this 14 year. So sit back and relax, pour yourself a nice drink, and let's get started. Like I said earlier, we have a whole history of Glenmorangie. I'm going to summarize it here a little bit, but be sure to look for the link in the description or search in my channel to find a video about the Glenmorangie Signet, which will for sure show you a lot more history and location of Glenmorangie. But been around for 175 years. They've got as much experience as you can have when it comes to distilling whiskey and creating great products. They do this really cool thing where they have the still that's the same size as Giraffe, and they call them Giraffe Stills. They're 16 feet 10 inches tall, copper. That imparts a lot of flavor. It does some interesting things that makes it very distinct to Glenmorangie. And you're going to see the same thing at any whiskey distiller that you go to. When you go to a distillery, you're going to see that everybody has a little bit of a different process. And that's what imparts their unique identity onto their product, onto their spirit. So that's what they do here. And when you ever get a chance to go visit, you should see that in action. So you could actually absolutely enjoy it and see how much different it is when you go visit Glenfiddich or you go visit Dewars. You'll see that they use completely different processes, but they all basically work with copper stills because that imparts some really good flavor. This one today is going to be started with the aging process in Bourbon Cask, which of course gives it some delightful flavors. It imparts the oak onto the flavor profile, also some vanilla, and then it's going to be finished in Portuguese Port Casks. That's cool. I mean, Portuguese Port, as you know, is a sweet wine. It's got a very sweet and powerful age profile to it. And if you've ever had port, you'll know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't had port, you should try it out because on this channel, I'm actually going to do a whole series on port because it's a wine and it's a delicious wine. And I'm Portuguese, so why wouldn't I do that? So we're going to go ahead and look at this presentation. So, of course, it says the Quinta Ruban. It's a velvety, bold, and deep with notes of mandarin orange, dark chocolate, melted marshmallow, and peppermint. That sounds interesting. I love melted marshmallows. S'mores, one of my favorite things. Love a s'more. Love dark chocolate. The combination of the two together with graham cracker, incredible. So I'm wondering if that's going to come through here. The box is beautiful. I love the color of it. What's funny about this series is all the boxes are actually very attractive. I like what they did. They're very heavy boxes. It feels good when you open it. It feels like a nice gift that you could give to somebody. And even on their lower tier at the 10-year age, it's a very similar box when it comes to quality. So that's nice when you're giving a gift to somebody for it to come in something so nice. It's got like a little bit of copper on the top. That's cool. Also in the lines here. I love the color. I think it's great. And let's see what it says on the back. The Quinta Ruban. 14 years aged in bourbon in port casks. Our prize-whizzing Quinta Ruban is like a dark and delectable force where notes of mandarin orange, dark chocolate, and peppermint entwine. I like the way that sounds because I love peppermint too. Delicious by design. We craft our more delicate, fruity spirit in stills as tall as a giraffe to create more space for taste and aroma. Then it darkens and deepens in bourbon and port casks for velvety layers of prize-winning flavor. And it's non-chill filter. This whiskey is non-chilled filter, so you can enjoy its velvety, full-bodied texture. And of course it says since 1843. It's got a cool little QR code thing. I think that's important. You should always read the box. You should always share these kind of details with people. Drinking is not just about drinking, it's about sharing experiences. So make sure you do the same. Let's see, open it up. I like what they did there. It's a good box. It's a nice box. It holds it in place. You know, it's something quality. All right. So now we're going to look at the bottle. The color looks great. It's almost like an orange amber. Very nice. So it's an amber that's more in the orange hue side of it. Almost like a copper. Very, very pretty. The label is nice. It looks just like the box on the outside. Same color. Basic label. It's obviously got a little bit of text that's similar to what was on the outside of the box. But overall, just basically, oh, this is really cool. I didn't really notice this on the other bottles. I should have probably paid attention. It's got like a swirl at the bottom. How cool is that? Really cool. I wonder why they did that. I should learn more details and share with you guys later on why they're doing that. But that's cool. Let's go ahead and open this. Of course, it's got the foil. And it's pretty easy to open. Love what they did here. Glenmorangie since 1843. Distillery. Embossed. Feels nice. Feels fancy. Feels expensive. Nice gift. You know. They said fruit, and I do smell fruit. Let's go ahead and put it on our nose and see what we think. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Love the smell. It's much more what I like. Delicate. Almost floral. I would say like almost like a little lemon. Yeah, but citrusy. Very nice. Let's go ahead and put it on our palate, see what we think. A lot of bite, a lot of action in your mouth, a lot of a burn, a lot of happiness in there. It lingers. There's a little tiny bit of a burn as it goes down, but not very much, not as much as the 10-year or the 12-year. Great. Terrific. Smoothens up a little bit, lingers. I'm getting fruit afterwards. I'm getting some chocolate. Yeah, no, it's great. Actually, really nice. I go in for a second taste. Develops even more. I like the bite. I like the burn in the mouth. Not bad at all. I was expecting it to be a little more acidic, but it's not. It's great. It's something for me that's important. I like that. It means it's complex. It's got a lot to offer, and it's not overdoing it. So I'm going to pair it with a few different things like I always do. I think it's important that when you're consuming alcohol, you should have some food with it. I think when you're sharing things with others, especially food, is important. And in this case right here, this is something I'd recommend. This is a black and white. So it's dark chocolate on the outside, white chocolate on the inside with a cashew. This is a habanero barbecue almond. And then this is a chocolate from Poland. They sourced Colombian chocolate, brought it to Poland, and then made this chocolate, and it's delicious. So, as I always do, starting with the chocolate. Very strong. Very dark chocolate. Amazing very complimentary. Two should go together. Try the almond. The almond's great. Yeah, but I don't know if it goes well with that, though. Let's try this cashew. The dark chocolate from Poland, bar none. Terrific with it. It needs that bitter, strong, dark chocolate with very little milk, very little sugar, and it complements it so well. On the smoothness, I would give this probably a 6, maybe even close to a 7. Surprising. Did not expect that. So I give this high marks. I look forward to seeing this again, and it'll probably be in my collection. I want to thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you learned a lot about Glenmorangie. I hope you learned about this incredible port finished whiskey from Glenmorangie, 14-year. Hope to see you here again. Please like, subscribe, and share. Comment. Talk to me. I'm here to communicate with you. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything else you're interested in. I'm here for you. Take care.